So we're on site today at the London International Airport with the Baffin magnetic sweeper by Blue Streak Equipment. So they have a air show coming up in the next couple days. So they're going to be using the Baffin magnetic sweeper to prep the airfield and the maintenance areas, just to make sure everything goes smoothly and there's no issues with the planes that are coming to show. So right now he's got it in the travel position. As so you can see, it's about 6 inches off the ground. In order to do any sweeping, he's going to have to drop it down to about 2 inches, or I think we have it set at 3 right now, just because of the clearance in this yard. So the Baffin magnetic sweeper features a 6-inch by 5-inch magnet, which has a substantial amount of power, which allows them to drive at speeds that are around 20 kilometers an hour, which is necessary when you're cleaning an airfield because the tower doesn't want you out on the taxiway that long. So this sweeper is going to be clearing an airfield of FOD, which will, get into planes and cause some problems. But this magnet was really designed for roadway use. So this is shoulders of highways, construction areas. So we just dropped the Baffin down a little bit. It was set at about 4 inches. We dropped it down to a recommended height of 2 inches. And the reason we did that is because we're going to head out to the airfield. And like I was mentioning earlier, on the airfield you need to travel at a high rate of speed, so you spend less time out there, less distractions for the pilots. So we're going to head out there, and the truck's going to run up and down the runway, taxiway a couple times, and we'll see what we get. So this is the Baffin magnetic sweeper pulling onto the London International Airport airfield. This is the smaller runway. We're going to run up and down the taxiway a couple times and see what we can get. So this magnet was designed to work on roadways, to run up and down shoulders on plow trucks that are done for the season. So in the summer, your plow trucks are being used as a signal vehicle or something. With the Baffin magnetic sweeper, you can give it a second function by keeping the shoulders clean. And the reason keeping the shoulders clean is important is because emergency vehicles run up and down those when they're on their way to an emergency. So if they are getting a flat tire running up the shoulder, then that's a problem for everybody. So he's moving at a pretty good clip right now. He said if he's running out here on the runway or the taxiway, he's got to be going over 20. So the Baffin's set at about 2.5 inches right now, and you can see it's working pretty well. So with that stop there, you'll see a key function of the Baffin is that it has torsion springs that kind of take some of the load off the truck. So with the torsion springs on there, it gives it some kind of suspension. So as the bump wheels on the front hit, you're not transferring all that shock into the frame of the magnet or into the truck. It's simply being absorbed by the springs. And you can probably hear that doesn't sound very nice, but the bottom of that magnet housing is covered by a stainless steel debris pan, and that pan's tough. It can take a hit. So we're not too worried about it scuffing the ground once in a while because it's so sturdy that it's not really going to cause an issue. You can see the outside wheel as the truck's turning, the suspension's compressing. So as the suspension on the truck compresses, it's lowering down the wheel, which is preventing the magnet from hitting the ground. Now this will also account for uneven tire wear or road surfaces, and keep the magnet kind of level, and it tracks the ground nicely. Another thing with the Baffin magnetic sweeper is that you can go a lot longer than any of our competitors' truck-mounted sweepers. Our competitors' sweepers have a clean-off function, but it would require you to leave the truck in order to pick up the debris that you've collected. So not only is this dangerous for the driver, it's inefficient, and what it's going to lead to is people never cleaning off the magnet. So a magnet that has a bunch of metal debris on it is a lot less powerful than a clean magnet. So with the Baffin, we have onboard debris bins, and you can see those bins there, but the magnet will do is when the magnet's cycled by the hydraulics from the truck, it's going to empty off into those bins, and when the magnet's clean, it's going to collect more debris. So by keeping the magnet clean, you're able to stay out on a job longer and be more effective at picking up debris than some of our competitors' magnets. So maybe with a different magnet that doesn't have a debris bin, which makes it, you know, dangerous for the operator to clean off, you might get one exit before you have to pull off and then clean the thing and then throw everything in the back of your truck. With the Baffin, you can just simply look out the window, see what's in the bins, and just keep emptying it and keep going down the road until the job's done. Now once those bins are full, they just come right off. You pick them out, dump them in a dumpster, wherever you gotta go, and it's just an easy cleaning solution. So like I said, this Baffin was designed for road use, but it also seems to be very applicable at an airport. These guys have these bristles from snow brushes that are all over the runway, and it's hard to pick them up with anything except a magnet. For the case for road use, you can see how fast we can cover ground here while we're still picking stuff up. And if you're working on a shoulder, following a painting truck, or maybe a vegetation unit that's cleaning up the ditch, this thing can be following right behind them at whatever speed they're going, and easily and efficiently pick up any nails, bolts, tools, whatever's stuck out there in the ditch. Keeping the shoulders clean, keeping emergency vehicles going, keeping the area safer, keeping the roadways safe.